All right, girls, how's it going? I got my one little solar panel, and sort of keeping the batteries alive on this phone. I had this thing in an ammo box that I made kind of like a Faraday cage, and I had some walkie-talkies in it, but I got nobody to talk to. I got nobody on the other end of what good's two walkie-talkies when there's only one of you. But anyway, things seem to have calmed down a little bit. I haven't been doing much shooting, and I've been staying to myself, just kind of staying in my little bunker and stuff. I really can't go out that far. About a week or so ago, I went out and I figured, okay, I'll go out for half a day, get as far as I can, see what I can find, and turn around and come back. But I got jumped again, of course. Got in another firefight. I don't know if I killed anybody. I was shooting the shit out of them, though. But it was more than one people. There was a bunch of people. It seemed like there were like 3 or 4 of them. And I just laid down a whole bunch of cover fire. And, I don't know if you can see, I got my combat rig on and stuff, And I got my pistol and all that, But, so I laid down a pretty heavy field of fire and I got out of there. But I went through a river because there's snow everywhere, as you can see, so it's easy to track me. So I got my feet wet, got in a river and stuff, and then jumped out of a river way downstream in a place where there was a bunch of rocks, and I was able to hop rock to rock for a little ways. And then I found a little place under a tree that had fallen down, and I gathered some sticks up and just made an impromptu little lean-to and stayed in there overnight. But I almost died of hypothermia, man. I froze that whole night, man. I was just shivering. It was all I could do to stay awake. And I stayed there for a day, and then as it started getting dark on the next day, I made my way back to my shelter here in the forest. But man, that was close. I thought I was gonna die. I used my little Sterno stove there, and I got some water heated up and started chugging down just hot water just to get my inner core warmed up and stuff. And I laid down in my little bedroll and threw all the blankets and sleeping bags I had on me just to stay warm and get my body temperature back up. But I think I got pretty close to going out from hypothermia, man. I was shaking so bad. Oh, man, my mind was frozen. I was numb. I could hardly even think straight, But like I said, sorry if the camera looks like it's shaking on my end. I don't know if it is on there, but I don't even know why I'm making these. I don't know where you're at. I don't know what you're doing. I hope you're alive. I hope that you made it to Joe's. Remember, I told you to go to Joe's in Arizona if anything ever happened. I hope you made it there because he's got his own underground complex. And I hope that worked out. And I hope you're there with him. And I hope you guys are all safe. But I'm just doing this mostly for my own sanity. I mean, I haven't talked with anybody in a month and a half anyways. Yeah, it's been at least that. And yeah, the boredom and the isolation is just crazy. I mean, how much solitaire can you play, And then I'm staying underground, and I'm not trying to use my lights up and stuff. I'm just living like a little hermit in a hole, just trying to survive. I figure it'll probably take about another maybe 3-4 months, and pretty much everybody will be starved out if they're not in the woods hunting and stuff. So I figure I can last for 3 or 4 months. I got enough food for another probably 8 or 9, so I'm good with food. I can always melt snow, and then spring, be here with the runoff. There'll be plenty more water, and I'll be all right with that. But and I always purify everything. I always boil everything, anyways. But anyways, I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to make it. I'm trying to wait everybody out. Let them all die. Let them all starve and die. And I'm just trying to wait them all out. Like I said, that's about it. I don't know what else to say. All right, I'll give you another talking to sometime soon. It's hard to get the batteries charged because there's not much. Today's kind of like one of the better days we've had, so I've had my solar panels out. So, all right, I'll talk to you girls later. Bye.